Introducing Muhd Azrul.
Muhd Ashraf. Kelvin. Akma. Nisa.
This is how our storyboard began. We started by doing group discussion through WhatsApp and Google Meet. We select few NGOs that we want to go with. We came up with a proper email sentence structure and sent it to the NGOs that we selected just now. We believe a proper email sentence structure able to convince the NGOs to join us in the interview. After we send the email, we do another group discussion to construct 3 set of questions for the interview. After done, we send it to Dr. Charles to get the approval. Next, we experienced best moment during our student journey as there are total 4 NGOs agree to join us in the interview, which are Penang Science Cluster, MICARE, MICPA, and RSY. After deep thought and consideration, we decided to go with MICPA and MICARE as our interviewee for our video group assignment. We send them 3 set of questions that have been approved and set the date, time and platform that are going to use during the interview. Before the day of the interview, we conduct the rehearsal in Google Meet. All group members participated. In addition, we also make sure to do enough research about the background of the interviewee. This is the day of interview with Mr. Novie, CEO of MICPA Malaysia. The input of discussion throughout this entire interview session will be covered in the next part in this video. In the end, because of the limited time in this video, we had to choose only MICPA Malaysia's recorded interview session to be included in this video. At last, we compiled, organized every material and converted it to one single video by using Canva and Movie.
Okay, Mr. Novie. As we know, the behavioral style of managerial strategic decision focus on relationship more than the formal task, whereby you are likely to put the needs and opinion of colleagues above your own. Therefore, in your perspective as a top management, how do you manage to balance the desire for the stable organization structure and other colleague thought and feeling to maintain a harmonious environment?
According to Mr. Novie, he indicated that behavioral style depends on the leader itself, including their skill. If a conflict of interest occurs, the leader and its team must find a point where everyone needs to agree on certain matters. As a leader, we must put the organization above ourselves, not personal interest. For example, he point himself to work only for MICPA and does not have any agenda which might bring benefit to Mr. Novie. When he talks to people about the direction of MICPA, it's all about how he develops progress according to the strategic decision of MICPA. If Mr. Novie deals with his management team members, he always makes sure that everyone is clear about the objective that they want to achieve as a team. Only then everybody will move into one direction and they will always appreciate what Mr. Novie want to do. From here, this is the way on how Mr. Novie want to harmonize the environment in the company. He also added that leaders must always be open-minded so everyone is comfortable and happy when working with their leaders. Respect people opinion also important where there are other people who are better than leader itself, including Mr. Novie's team might come up with good, vibrant ideas. He also viewed that it will be such a loss for not giving the young generation an opportunity in contributing ideas to the leaders.
The most common issues, problems, difficulties that you face when making managerial strategic decisions for your organization.
Actually, the common issues and problems depend on the situation, whereby when mentioning management, it is considered a very flexible matter. It must apply all the knowledge of the management when making the decision. For the difficulties, he added that it is not difficult when we know what we will be doing. Therefore, in every organization including MICPA, it is compulsory to have strategic planning and direction to move forward. If an organization already has a strategic planning, then only can be supported by the finance department for the preparation of budget. In the other words, difficulties won't exist as long as an organization has a clear strategic direction. If, let's say, members of the organization detect there is an issue arise when doing the organization project, Mr. Novie's action is to tackle back that particular issue to the right track based on what has been strategized. This is how Mr. Novie handle the situation when there are issues or difficulties arise within the organization.
Become one of the successful NGO, what are the example ethical considerations that you always execute when making managerial strategic decisions for your organization?
Mr. Novie stated that there are a lot of factors in the shaping of ethical consideration. If we look back at the ethical values and so forth, it's all about always being kind to people and in a positive manner. This is the most basic ethical method when the leaders want to make decision making. No matter what type of situation that someone is in, he or she must always prioritize doing the right things. Mr. Novie expressed that he is very glad and grateful to be part of MICPA as it is a standalone organization that is not governed by any ministry in Malaysia. Because of this, he feels very safe in terms of ethics that can lead to the prevention of doing wrong things and able to maintain a good reputation as a professional accounting body. Mr. Novie also strictly advises all leaders out there to always keep up the reputation of doing the right things, correcting group members' mistakes, always do their best, and practice all the good ethics. In this way, people will always remember you for what you have done and left a good legacy for them to continue.